Hello everybody, it's Danae with the Epic YouTube Dorks. I'm coming to share about our trip this summer so that y'all can be following. It's coming up soon, so I hope y'all get excited about it, and I hope if you like this video today, I'm just going to tell you about our trip, and I'm going to kind of take you through some things that I've done in our RV, because we have a very tiny RV. It's only 26 foot, but it's a couple's RV. Some of you have already seen it, but I'm going to take you through the whole thing again just to kind of share some changes we made. You can see we're getting packed and things like that, and I'm going to let you kind of know what our trip's going to look like, so y'all can be watching to see what's coming up. But if you like this video, please click like and subscribe to our channel, because I just enjoy seeing who's out there, to be honest with you. All right, to start with, we are leaving in about a week or so to go on our trip. We are going to be gone for an entire month. I wish we could travel full time, but I still have another year and a half till I'm retired. But we plan to travel more when we're retired. But we are going to go some really cool places. We're going to go to a place called Paleo. I'm looking on my little notepad. Look, I'm a super organized trip planner. This is our trip. Summer 2025, national parks. This is only a few. We know there are a lot, but this first one is not a national park. It's a state park in Texas, Canyon, Texas, and we are super excited. It just looked really beautiful. Paleo Durio Canyon State Park for the night. I'll try to click the link to that park so you can check it out down in the videos, but it is so beautiful. I'm sitting in my R-Pod, by the way, so you can see just a little bit of it until we show you around. But anyway, we're going to go there just for a night, but it just so happens to be, it's very close to our next stop, only about 4 hours away, so we're not going to leave till checkout time, because we can't be checked into the new place in New Mexico until a certain time. So we're going to stay until checkout time and do a morning hike and check out some of the caverns and canyons, or whatever. I mean, it's a canyon, so I can't wait to go check and take pictures. I'm really excited about that. And then we're only staying one night there. We're going to leave the next day, and we'll drive the 4 hours, because we're going to Carlsbad. We're going to Carlsbad, New Mexico, to check out the caverns there. We're going to Carlsbad Cavern, New Mexico, to see those caves, see some bats. We're only going to stay 2 nights there, because the first day we're not going to go into the caverns. We're going to check out right around there, and then the next day we already have our tickets and everything. Of course, you have to book that stuff way ahead of time. And we're going to spend the day in the caverns and hopefully see the bats flying off at night. And the next day we'll get up and hit the road. When we go the next day hitting the road, we're going to go to just a small place in Albuquerque to stay, because it's halfway to where we're going, because we're going to be heading to the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon, I have never been to any of these places. Most of my travels have been on the East Coast, so this will be more Midwest, I guess, or mid United States. So we're going to spend about a week in the Grand Canyon. At the Grand Canyon, we are actually staying in the park, because I booked early enough. Yellowstone, I think you have to book a whole year ahead to stay in there, but I didn't. I just did. But they have an RV park, and they only take so many people, and we're going to stay there about a week. We're going to, we're going out on that glass. I've got to walk out there one time. It looks cool. It's so amazing. You can walk out over the cavern on this glass, and it's got to be a weird thing to do, but I'm going to do it. And then we're going to do some hiking, of course, and we'll probably leave the park some and check out some things while we're there. I've actually suggested possibly, I don't have any suggestions on here, but anyway, but we'll think of some things. We're gonna do some things like that. Then we're going to leave, heading toward Montana, where my husband's sister lives, and it's going to take several days. We're going to stop the first day after only a few hours of driving, a couple hours of driving, because we're going to go to Colorado. My husband's never been there, and we're going to stay at an RV park close to the Four Corners, and we're going to go to the Four Corners and be able to say we stood on the Four Corners. My husband thought that would be really cool. You'll see him, because we'll be videoing some of these things, so I hope that each day that we are able to share some of our travels. I'm going to try to post every day while we're traveling, and see and you can see what we're doing. It's gonna take us several days to get to, so I don't know, and I only have a stay plan for that day, but it's gonna take us several days to get to Montana. So we're gonna see if we can find some BLM land and try some boondocking, because we've never done that, and I'm super excited about that. We do have a generator, because we do like air conditioning, so because actually unless it's really raining, everything else would run off that we need would run off of our solar panels, because we do have solar panels. But we like air conditioning. How many of you, give me a thumbs up if you like air conditioning too? Tell me what you think about the BLM land between Colorado, which is going to be Cortez, Colorado is where we're going to be. Cortez, Colorado. Between Cortez and Montana, some places that have black BLM land that you might have stayed at there, okay? And we're going to go to Montana and stay there a week and see the Glacier Mountains. I don't even know what all we're going to do, because his sister's planning all that. She's already got us booked for the Glacier Mountains, and we're going to spend a day there, but we're going to do some four-wheeler riding and all kinds of fun stuff. She lives in the middle of nowhere. So, in case you see this, Tony, we're really excited about that. That's his sister. And that's going to be like 3 days of traveling to get there. One of them being only the Four Corners, so we won't have gone very far the first day. Then we're gonna leave there and go to Yellowstone, and we're gonna spend a week at Yellowstone. We are not staying in the park. There was no getting a booking even months ahead. I started this in August, planning all this. But we do have a really good site, and we're gonna do some. We're gonna do some not canoeing, kayaking. We're going to do a 4-hour kayaking tour that says it's slow, leisurely, and even if you're inexperienced, it'll be no problem. So we're going to do that so we can kind of see some of Yellowstone that way. We're also going to do we did an audio tour, so we're going to drive around ourselves around Yellowstone and see some of the things with an audio tour. I don't know what all we're going to do, but I'm hoping we'll go one day and see the Great Tetons or whatever. I've been seeing a lot about that, and it's so close that we may spend the day driving there and going and checking that out for the day. We have lifetime national park passes for us to go, so that will be cool. And when we leave there, so we'll be posting our adventures every day when we're there. The kayaking ought to be interesting. I hope I don't turn the boat over, because I am not that great at that kind of stuff, but we'll see. Then we're when we leave there and go when we leave the national park, we're going to be heading to Iowa to see my husband's brother, but it's going to take us 3 or 4 days. We got 3 or 4 days planned there. We're going to just stop places randomly and find. We're going to Google crazy things. We hope we get some BLM land there as well. We might even try Cracker Barrel one night and see how it goes. We originally thought he lived in Nebraska, in Omaha, Nebraska, but he does not. So when I sent out plans, it said that I'm going to have to correct that on my plans, because you know I'm kind of OCD about that. But we're going to go and stay with him a couple nights and just sightsee around there. We don't really know what's in Iowa. Like we said, Iowa. Let me look at that again. Yeah, Iowa. So we're going to stay there. I do know that's like a speed trap, so we're going to really slow down for that one. And stay a couple days there. Then we're going to start heading down toward Arkansas. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get there, but a day or so. And we're going to spend the night there and hang out with, I have some family there. So we're going to visit with my cousin and his family overnight, maybe eat out with them and stuff, and just kind of say we've been to their house, because they always come to our house. And just keep heading till we get home. We don't even know some of the stops at that point, because we're going to make it fun. We're going to just say, you know what, we'll stop here today. Hey, let me see what I can find. Have lots of apps for that, because I know BLM land is, you know, something I'm going to have to be Googling, and and I've kind of been practicing on some of the apps as well. So that's the plan, and we will not be home till the middle of July. We're leaving in another week or so, and we're going to be back about the same time in July. So, and my post may be like a day or two late, but it's close. I'm going to try to kind of stay on top of that. That way I can kind of edit things. So, the camper that we're going to be going in, I'm going to show you my camper. So be patient with me. I'm going to have to turn the camera around, and I don't see a way to do that except for to turn my camera around this way, okay? So we're going to start right here at my kitchen area. This is where you come in the door. I have a large pantry, which I really love my large pantry. I've already started packing. Pots and pans are below. Our fridge is right here, and it's not a bad shape. You see it's packed full. My husband's a carnivore, so y'all will see the carnivore eating. We're still have to grocery shop, of course. This is our kitchen area, which is very small. We're going to do most of our cooking outside. But let me tell y'all something. I found, isn't this cute? I don't know if y'all can see this where my hand is touching. I'm going to come down here. You see this little thing right here? Am I too close? This thing is a door. No, I was too close. Sorry about the poor video, and I can't figure out how to make it turn around in the middle. This is, got this at the dollar store. Not the Dollar Tree, the dollar store. And look, it's not moving. I have some of this putty. I've shared about this on some of my sites. This putty is amazing. Even my soap doesn't come up. Look, it's down there. And I did another one right here that's got all our silverware and our cups. My coffee pot doesn't move. Yes, this stuff will move here. We're still packing up. But we've got right here is my camera, which it got my camera stand, which I will be making it smaller for the camper. We do have a microwave, but we're going to cook outside as much as we can. We'll eat out a few times. My couch is still, I was out here doing my Bible study today. We're packing tools. They're going to go inside the truck. This is our, I don't know how good this is getting, but that's our couch. And it's facing right here. Behind me is our TV. I have to have pictures of my grandbabies. These pictures up here, they stay pretty good because not only do I put them on a hook, but I also put that putty on them and they don't move. This one doesn't have putty because it's Velcroed, but most of them have some kind of putty on them. This is our clothing rack with all of our clothes are going to be here. I mean, it's really a good space for that. All that we're going to hang up. This right here is our bathroom. That's my shower behind me. You see this piece of black tape? Someone right after we bought this, someone we were related to came in here and cut that. But it's worked so far. Eventually, I'm going to get a real bar and take that down, but I haven't. It's also a good place for storage when you're traveling. Lots of my stuff's in there because we're already packing. This bathroom, this is a tiny but mighty is what I call it. Camper. These are sliding doors right here. You do have sliding doors right there. You got to make sure those things stay closed when you're tied up when you're traveling. This bathroom has a huge medicine toiletry cabinet along with, I don't know if y'all can see all this, these drawers down here. You can kind of see right down here on the bottom. That's my, so I'm going to turn this back around. This is my medicine cabinet, which really, this is more of our toiletry stuff up here. And by the way, I bought these little bins at the Dollar Tree to keep stuff from kind of coming out of them so easily. And I put them down. I have some more because we have a few toiletries to get still. They don't move. They do not move. Nothing in there moves. I have very little that I'm going to have to put up. Even this right here is my soap bin. I bought a soap bin so that we can pull it out, but it's stuck to the counter. Our toothbrush things are stuck to the counter. We just pull our toothbrushes out. We've traveled multiple times with this. They never fall out of this holder. So we've got a pretty good, all this is glued down. So it's just me and my husband, but still we could always use more room. We're thinking about that after this. All right, I'm walking into my bedroom. I'm going to go ahead and show you right here. We do have a TV in our bedroom, and this is a lot of our storage. Our shoes are kind of down on the bottom. We do stick our travel stuff, our tables right here that we use extra. These are our cabinets, and those little decoratives up there are glued down. They don't move. So I don't have to move anything there. The few things I move are like my rugs. I don't know if you, sorry, excuse my messy hair. I don't know if you worry about your slide with the rugs, but I do. So I put all my rugs up. And this is the first time we decided we needed one outside because sometimes and we've had so much rain in Louisiana, so I don't know if we're going to encounter it everywhere. So he wanted a rug for outside, which is why we got this one. I kind of got it weird. Just because we want to be able to get the dirt off our feet. And my one at my door when we first got this RV was super, super cute, but it wasn't very durable. And a couple of washings. And if I can't wash it, it's no good for me. If I can't in some way either wash it, and this one was clothy where you throw it in the washing machine and the whole inside foam fell apart. So I got this one and I could just use my pressure washer for our inside one. And that's what it looks like. And it was $5 at the Dollar Tree. You know, things are not all $1 at the Dollar Tree. This is our, I wish this thing would turn around, but it does not. Let me see if I can make it do that. Nope. Nope. But this is our bed. I'm going to turn myself sideways like that so I can show you our bed and see what I'm doing. That's our bedroom. It's tiny. It is a queen, a short queen, a camper queen, which is shorter. So if we do get a new RV, which we're thinking about it, but just for space, because we love to hunt in this and do all things in this, you know, and we want to be able to travel more once we retire. So anyway, this is our camper. It's very small. You don't have far to go, but we have a TV. We have a stove. And my husband's all about his breakfast in the morning, so he's going to be cooking every day. So I actually had on my stove, it's behind me right here, I had a wooden cutting board here, but I took it out of the camper because I've discovered it's such a pain because it's so large that it was hard. I was having to move it to go cook here. It'll be easy to move the things. Like this goes in, this right here is it'll go in my truck. These drinks won't stay here, of course. And the only table, we don't have a table in here. We'll picnic outside as much as we can, but we do have some small tables we can put in here. We also have, let me show you, these right here. These are our tables when we're sitting in here eating. I don't love them, but I don't mind sitting on the couch and eating. My husband's not a fond of it. We keep them right here when we're traveling so that nothing happens to them. We have lots of storage, by the way. Excuse my mess here. I was in here snacking. Under our couch as well. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but it's kind of full. With extra blankets and just things that we might need. I actually have my walking sticks in there because we're going to be hiking a lot. I have my hiking sticks. We'll have 2 pair because my husband's going to get some. We have to still carry shoes and things. So some of our stuff we use we have a truck with the bed cover, but if we buy another one, it's going to be a 5th wheel. Maybe a toy hauler even. So we'll lose some of that truck space, but right now, like we use a couple of boxes, and like one of them's got all of our spare parts in it, one of them's got all of our tools in it, or most of our tools in it. We have a few in here for little things and such, and then we're gonna have to put some of we'll probably put our shoes in the back end of the truck because we're gonna need hiking shoes so some of our shoes, and we carry a box that is for nothing but our shoes. That's waterproof, and we stick it outside so we don't fill up our whole RV when we're sitting there with shoes. We have inside shoes and outside shoes so that we don't have such a mess in here. I have rugs that go down in the living room, one at the door and one outside, of course. So that's what we're going camping for. So I hope that you guys stick around and see our adventures this month. We at the Epic YouTube Dorks are so excited to share this adventure with you. Life is short and age is just a number. So just keep on going. Bye.